You are not one person. You are multiple versions of yourself, depending on who is looking. I recently read The Eye by Vladimir Nabokov, and it stayed with me, not because of the story itself, but because of what it quietly suggests, that who you are might not actually belong to you. Spoilers, by the way. In the novel, the narrator becomes obsessed with understanding a man named Smurov. He studied him, watches him, asks others about him, collects opinions, impressions, fragments. But the more he searches, the less clear Smurov becomes, because every person describes a different version of him. To some, he is charming, to others, pathetic, to others, insignificant. There is no single stable identity, only reflections, and eventually something even stranger is revealed. Smurov isn't just someone being observed, he is the observer, he is the narrator. That's the uncomfortable part, because it suggests something simple, but difficult to accept. You don't exist as one person, you exist as multiple versions of yourself, depending on who is looking. Think about it. There is the version of you your friends see, there is the version your family sees, the version strangers see, and then there is the version you think you are. But those versions don't match, not completely. To someone you might seem confident, to someone else distant, to another forgettable. All of them are real, and none of them fully define you. From a psychological perspective, identity isn't just something internal, it's also constructed externally through perception. Your brain builds a sense of self based on memory and experience, but other people build their version of you based on limited information, filtered through their own biases, expectations, and emotions. So in a way, you don't exist as a fixed thing. You exist as a collection of interpretations. We like to believe we control who we are, that if we act a certain way, people will see us correctly. But The Eye suggests something else. You can influence perception, but you can't control it. Because once you exist in someone else's mind, you become something separate from yourself, a version you can't fully access or change. And maybe that's why this idea is unsettling, because it means there is no single true version of you that everyone agrees on. Even your own self-image is just one perspective among many, just another interpretation. But maybe this isn't something negative, maybe it's just reality. Instead of trying to fix one identity, you exist as something more fluid, something that shifts depending on context, people, and time. Not fake, just multiple. In The Eye, the narrator tries to understand someone by collecting how others see him, but in the end, all he finds are contradictions, fragments, reflections that never fully come together. And maybe that's the point. Maybe who you are isn't something you can completely see from the inside, because part of you only exists in the eyes of others.